Hey guys, it's Speedbuilds here from Pastures By, and welcome to a brand new Clash of Clans video. Today we're going to be looking at the witches at Town Hall 9, basically how to use them and on what basis are these a viable option. So obviously witches are making their way back into the war meta after so many buffs by Supercell, and especially after the recent update. If you guys did not know, there was actually a secret witch buff that Supercell did not talk about, but it did happen, and pretty much this is making witches a lot stronger. So people are starting to use them, and yeah, let's take a look at this first example attack right here in a recent war against War Addicts. From Atlas Shrugged, and Mike here is going to be taking on this base with the witches. So something you want to look for when you're attacking a base with the witches is that you want to see the mortars where they're located, because if the mortars are all on the inside and they're like protected and everything, it's going to make your attack a lot harder because mortars are probably your biggest threat to witches, and you do not want the mortars just taking out all your skeletons just like that. So yeah, this base has all the mortars on the outside. You can see one over here, 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 and then here. So all of them are on the outside, and that's what you want to look for when pinpointing which base to attack with the witches. So yeah, Mike here is going to be attacking this base, so let's just go ahead and watch this replay, and we'll see how he does it, so you guys can sort of get an example on what to do. So first, you can see what he does is he's going to be attacking from the bottom right side, and he first drops some witches on each side with the healers. And the healers are important to make sure those witches don't die to mortars and stuff like that. So you can see he's just slowly closing in. He has a golem in the center tanking for that wizard tower and the archer tower, and then he basically drops his heroes and then a CC full of bowlers in the center. So essentially what you're doing in this attack is you're not actually wanting all your witches to go inside the base. That's not the point. The point is to have your heroes and the bowlers and a golem go into the center of the base with jump spells and all that, and have some of the witches go inside, but a lot of the witches you want them to actually go around the base, go along the perimeter of this design, taking out all the outside structures, taking out all those defenses that are on the first layer, and basically you're circling the base with the witches and taking out the core with your heroes and the bowlers. So it's working perfectly here. You can see the healers are on the sides, and yeah, that's what you want. You don't want really the healers to go inside the base with your heroes. That's not what you need. You definitely need the healers on the witches so they can basically circle the whole base and take this thing out. So you can see the queen is still alive. The whole core has been destroyed, and now it's just the top left side of the base that's for mating. So yeah, this strategy did work perfectly on this base because you can see it's pretty much a whole side sweep. The witches on the sides, the heroes and bowlers in the center, and just like the base is just swept from one side to the other. So yeah, this attack is about to wrap up. The mortars are the only thing left, but there's so many troops remaining along with the queen at full health. And yeah, so awesome job, Mike, on this attack. And yeah, let's go ahead and check out another example. Alright guys, so here's the next base we're going to look at. This time Ball is Life is attacking EU the second, also from our war against War Addicts. And this is another base where witches will be very, very useful, because as you can see, once again, the mortars are very exposed. You've got a mortar right here on the outside, you've got a mortar again on the outside, and then you got these two mortars right here which are just extremely exposed, and they make it really easy for anything to really just take them out right there. So yeah, what do you want to look for? Once again, exposed mortars just like that. And yeah, so he has actually a pretty similar strategy to Mike in the last attack. He's bringing around the same number of witches and healers, and once again a golem, bowlers in the CC, except this time he does bring more jump spells because this base is longer, it has more walls, and he's going to be taking it from the long side. Sweeping from the short side through the base the long way. So yeah, let's watch this attack from the bottom right. Any second now. Yep, there we go. He's going to, once again, just like Mike, drop some witches in each corner along with a couple healers on each. So that's what you want to do. First, drop witches in the corners. If there's corner huts, that's what you do. If there's not, just drop them. They're still on the corners of the side that you're attacking from. And he attacked from this side mainly because all the mortars are on this side, so he can just take them out immediately and not have to deal with any mortars the rest of the attack. So same strategy, ballers, heroes, and golem with jump spells going into the center of the base while the witches sweep around. And you can see it's working perfectly here. The witches are still mostly alive on the sides. It's working very well in the core. He's got a rage spell down right here, accelerating those bowlers and the heroes, everything into the core of this base. It's a lava hound in the CC, but the queen will be able to take care of it. And you can see everything's still working out pretty well. The whole core is almost taken out. Second expo is about to go down, and that really means that this base is essentially over. On the bottom left, you do see that mortar is still up. It's actually causing a hassle, which is what I was talking about, but it is about to get taken out. And yeah, there it goes. And this attack is getting pretty close right here, but luckily there's a lot of witches on the sides, so and the queen's in the middle with her ability. And yeah, this attack is going to hinge off that queen's ability to take out some of those wizard towers. And you can see at this point, the witches on the top have died because there were just so many outside wizard towers over there, which is something you got to look for. If there's a lot of outside wizard towers, might make it a bit hard for your skeletons to get anywhere. But yeah, it does work out here. So let's just speed up the rest of this attack slightly as this queen just takes out that wizard tower. You've got witches coming around to that very last wizard tower over there, and queen's coming over. The skeletons are tanking for that archer tower, so the queen is going to be able to make it through that wall, take out the archer tower, and then wizard tower is going to slowly go down to those witches, and then just the builder set remaining. So yeah, awesome job. Ball is life on this base. Once again, good analyzing of this base to see the exposed mortars, see all the mechanics of this base that make it vulnerable to witches. So we have one more example to show you guys. So let's hop into this next attack. Alright guys, so let's take a look at the last attack here from Mike again. So Mike, a very good user of the witches, and this time he's going to be attacking a slightly weaker base and not that good of a design. And something you may notice about this base, contrary to what I've been telling you this whole video, is that these mortars are actually not exposed at all. You can see they are on the inside, and they are not immediately accessible on the first layer. They're sort of hidden in there. You have to get through a lot of stuff to get to these mortars. However, Mike still attacks this base with the witches, and he does manage to get a 3-star. So basically why I'm showing you guys this attack is just to prove how strong witches are right now in the game. The fact that you can 3-star a base like this with protected mortars and stuff like that, maxed out defenses still, just proves that the recent witch buff is really making a difference, and you guys should definitely try out the witches. This attack does get pretty close though, and I'll talk about that when we get there. But yeah, let's go ahead and watch this attack from the beginning. So it's going to start off same strategy, even though it's a different type of base or whatever. He's still using the same strategy of healers on both sides, witches. This time though, he brings 2 golems because he has to rely on his kill squad a bit more due to those mortars being more into the base. He can't rely on his witches as much. So anyways, he's going to bring 2 golems. He's same thing, witches on both sides with healers, and now bowlers and heroes with the golems going into the base. Rage spell, jump spells, all the normal stuff that you'd see. And he does have 30-30 heroes, which is obviously making this attack a lot easier. Had he not had these beefy heroes, maybe this 3-star wouldn't have happened. You'll see in just a second here, those mortars are actually making a big difference in this attack. You can see the witches on the sides are barely surviving. There's just like 1 witch on each side. The healer on the bottom has died, and now it's just his heroes in the center, and he says he has to try to clutch up this 3-star. So Queen still has her ability, but the cannon is hitting her, and her health is going down into the red now, so he has to activate the ability in just a second here. Yeah, there it goes, and takes out that cannon just before it could have taken down that witch there. And you can see this attack is getting really close. There's only, look at this 1 witch right here trying to take out that wizard tower, just very, very slowly, but the healer is healing her up, which is why she's able to do it. And that queen is about to die, so now it's literally just these 2 witches that can clutch up this win. So we're gonna speed through this a little bit. Luckily, the witches are spawning skeletons very fast, so the archer tower can't really keep up, and yeah, so they are gonna be able to like clutch take out this archer tower. Look at this, one witch left, guys, and it's gonna be able to 3-star this base, speed it up even more, just very slowly. Skeletons are gonna eventually break through that wall, take out the archer tower. Look, that witch was so low in health. But anyways, this is gonna wrap up for a 3-star. That basically, yeah, the mortars were not as exposed, meaning this attack was a bit harder, and the 3-star was obviously closer. But the fact that he still 3-starred means that witches are very powerful. So if you guys haven't tried out this witch strategy yet, definitely would recommend it. I showed you guys 3 attacks that you guys can sort of use as templates. Just, drop witches on the sides with healers, drop 1 or 2 golems depending on the base, depending on what you like better. Heroes, bowlers into the core, jumps, rage, heal, whatever you want on your kill squad, witches sweep down the sides of the base, and you should end up most of the time, if you do it right, with the 3-star. So that's going to wrap it up for this video, guys. Do hope you guys enjoyed it. Do hope you guys like that I'm returning to the war content. I know this was, just not like the best video I've ever made for war, but this is a good start, and I can't wait to do more war content for you guys. There's actually an arranged war coming up soon. I'd love to do a recap of that if you guys want it. And yeah, like this video if you did enjoy it. Subscribe for more Clash of Clans content if you are not subscribed already. And until next time, I'll see you guys later. Peace out.